Hello, Howard Times viewers. Judy Shields here. Today, we welcome a lifelong artist, musician, writer, fitness enthusiast, multi-award winning actor, and an outspoken advocate for autism, education, and acceptance, John Wells. Hi, John.
Hi, Judy. Thank you very much for having me on.
You're welcome. And folks, we're here to talk about this amazing movie that John was in coming up January 16th of next year, which is about a month away or less. Learning You. Can we believe it's going to be January 2026 pretty soon and your amazing movie's coming out?
It's incredible. It felt like we were just on set last month.
Really? Oh my gosh. So first, I always want to know, like, how did this wonderful script find you?
Tyler, I've worked with Tyler Sansom, who's the director. I've worked with a number of times. He's great. He's a good friend at this point, and he's one of those directors who, if he calls me up for anything, I'm on board. I love working with him. He's super talented. He's a lot of fun. He reached out to me and he told me he has the script, and I said, "Well, I'm already interested." And he said, "Well, it's a father-son story about a father with his autistic son, and I am a father who has an autistic son."
Wow.
Immediately I was very interested, but also a little apprehensive because of the way that autism can be portrayed in the media sometimes.
Yeah.
But he sent me the script and I read it and I was in tears when I called him back and said, "This, I have to do this. I am called to do this. I don't want anyone else to tell this story, but me. Please, let's do this." And about a year later, we were in production.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you folks, you won't be able to go to this movie without to see it without bringing tissue because it's, that's it's good cries and it's cries. It's really an amazing film. Well done.
Thank you.
As you said, it's a father-son relationship is at the heart of the film. What do you hope the audience take away from the portrayal of this unconditional love and second chances that you guys portray?
I hope that those who don't have any particular special needs in their family, I hope they get to see a little bit of what it can be like.
Hmm.
And those who do, I hope it helps them feel a little seen. And I hope it helps them feel that they're not alone. I hope they see that, there's more of us out here and we're all kind of struggling in the same way and
Yeah.
celebrating the same way because it's not all bad, and it really is. I always kind of try to explain it as it makes life more transcendent. The lows can be lower, but the highs can be higher. It just those good and bad days, they're just more transcendent.
Yeah, I'm not actually a person who's been around someone with autism, other than, as you say, portraying it on television. And Caleb, who plays your son,
Mm.
seemed to have done a great job. What was it like working with him on this film?
Caleb, I am so
Wow.
I'm so proud of him, and
Wow.
he's a tremendous actor. He's a wonderful human being. And it's a really, really tough role, and it's one that they tried to cast an actually autistic actor, and they just had a very difficult time with it. And there's also moments where the character portrays where he is perfectly verbal, so it's a difficult
Yeah.
line to tread there. But he came to the table with so much respect for the part and for the source material and for the community. And he spent a lot of time volunteering with special needs kids and with
Yeah.
autistic kids. And he just put his whole heart in. And he gave so much dignity to the role. I'm so proud and appreciative of the work that he put in. I think he's a really stellar actor, and I'm excited for everyone to see him shine in this.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I talked to Tyler when I interviewed him about the fact that, he wanted to have someone with autism, but as you said, he had to get someone who didn't because there's scenes that portray that he doesn't. So I got it and I was like, wow, he did like such a great job. There's a couple other actors, the one who played I think he was the gentleman that you were going to do a job for, and then we find out later that he has a son. Now, does this his son,
Yes.
does he have autism in this film, right?
The actor that plays the autistic son is
Okay.
autistic, yes.
Got it. And what was the name of the actor?
His name is Seth Frampus, and he was
Okay.
an absolute delight.
Yeah, it just looked like you guys had you could just tell the connection with everybody. And so this was sort of like, the story follows a Christmas road trip, that intertwines the journeys of, and it says like two fathers because you guys kind of meet with autistic sons.
Mm.
What makes the narrative powerful for both special need families and general audiences?
I think really at its ultimate core, it's really just about humanity and connecting and family and unconditional love. It's really just a story about unconditional love and not giving up on if you love someone and you want them in your life and you want to connect with them, you don't give up and you find a way. There's, communication in humanity is it's a tricky thing. And sometimes you've got to travel the labyrinth and figure out what works and what doesn't because we're all wired differently. We all work differently. We all have different chemistry,
Yeah.
and we just have to find that right chemistry to make a relationship work.
Yeah, because I see like in the movie where, there's some parents that have to send their children to a home or rehab or different places because they can't really handle what their child's putting them through. And I kind of like how it showed that and what you as a father was was going through in this movie. There's so much to learn from this movie.
I hope so.
Yeah, a lot. Did you guys film it? Was that down in Myrtle Beach, right? Where you guys?
Yeah, we shot the majority of the movie was shot on sound stages in southern Indiana of all places,
Wow.
and we spent about a week shooting in Myrtle Beach as well.
And now did professional people come in with these sand castles or what was that? That was so cool. I don't know what to give
That was
away, but
that was our very talented art department crafted those sand castles and just crushed it. Just beautiful job. Everyone on this crew were so top tier, talented and passionate. It's just one of those groups that it was just such a joy to work with everyone. Everyone who was there wanted to be there and cared about the project, and I think hopefully that comes across on screen.
yeah, I hope I could talk about this, but there's a character on your movie that you deal with as a father. Can you kind of talk about that character? The white bear.
Oh, yes. So there is. Yeah, we can talk about Nook Bear.
Okay, I wasn't
Nook
sure.
Bear. Yes, he is. He's sort of an embodiment of. Well, he's the son has a teddy bear that he carries around with him. He's a toy polar bear, and that's his favorite thing. And the father, who is also this is also a movie that touches a great deal on mental health. The father is struggling very much with depression, and he's not in a good place. And the bear is sort of a storytelling element, who's kind of like almost like his Jiminy Cricket. He's his
Okay.
conscience, who kind of appears to him and sort of tries to steer him in the right direction. And it's really, I think, a clever and lighthearted way of portraying my character. His name is Ty, portraying his mental illness and his depression and how he kind of grapples with that. It gives him sort of someone to banter off of to kind of make that inner dialogue readable on screen.
So, yeah, and then when I found out who was playing him, I was like, really? That was
Yeah,
Tyler told me.
yes, yes. Professional wrestler Al Snow, who is a very, very dear friend of mine. We've been friends for over 15 years, and I mean, we've done well over probably 12 to 15 movies together at this point. We try to work together as much as we possibly can.
He seems like he's a wonderful polar bear.
He is he is the best polar bear.
And Tyler said, and I read that the proceeds from this movie are going to be 100% donated.
Yeah, they're doing some wonderful things.
Wow.
At First Capital Films and his First Capital Church, which is where he ministers. They're very involved in the community and everything that they do creatively. They like to somehow benefit the kingdom and people. And I I can't admire them more than I already do. So when they told me about this movie, I'm like, that's beautiful, and it's what a wonderful message. And then he told me about this this program that he was
Wow.
crafting. I just my heart is just sings for that guy. Just he's my hero.
So it sounds like you were very pleased of how this movie turned out.
Yeah, I really am. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud to have been a part of it, and I'm proud to be. It's a humbling group to be a part of because they're all so talented and kind and well intended. It really is just a gift being around that level, that quality of people. So to be a part of that was wonderful, and I do feel proud of the film. I think it turned out. This is a small, very low budget, independent production, but I think what the team did with the budget that they had and the stipulations that they had, I think they did something pretty special.
Yeah, I love helping to promote independent because they make amazing films. It's just like, really? These, you guys spend a lot of your time, you give it all your love and heart. So we appreciate that. I can't wait to spread the word for those of us who are, I was blessed to see it, but I always can't wait to go see it in the big screen, January 16th, 2026, which won't be very far.
But he knows about it. He actually accompanied me on the red
Oh,
carpet for the premiere, which was really special. So he knows all about the movie, and he's met many of the people involved, and he knows the movie exists, but no, he's not actually seen it. He will eventually, I'm sure.
yeah. Where did you guys have the red carpet?
It was in southern Indiana, in the
In
town
Indiana.
where Corydon, Indiana, where we shot the majority of the movie.
And did they have, you said they did in a studio. Did they do some on location there too? Like the town itself or
A
a little
little
bit?
bit, but it's you'd never know by looking at it. But so much of it was shot on a soundstage in the same
Amazing.
two rooms. That the art department was really incredible. The set builds happened
Yes.
very fast and look great, and the camera department lit everything so beautifully.
Wow.
Yeah, it all, even though it's all on a soundstage, it reads, I think, really well.
Yeah, there's a lot of magic that they do there, don't they?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Amazing.
it really is wizardry. It's incredible to watch them work.
It is. So do you what's your social media for our viewers to follow you?
I'm on Instagram as the official John Wells. So you can just do a search for me there. I'm on Facebook. Just search John Wells. I'll be one of the first to pop up. It's the one that looks like me. So
So what got you started in acting? When did that bug, how old were you when it bit you?
I've been acting professionally for about 20 years.
Wow.
But yeah, I know, right? But I was always interested in film. I was always a movie nerd. As an introverted kid I loved comic books and stories and movies, and I loved fantasy. I loved escapism. So movies always
Oh,
really, really spoke to me. But I grew up in Kentucky, which when you grow up in Kentucky, the idea of being, working in movies is like wanting to be an astronaut. It just feels very far fetched, but I was always a huge fan, and I just kind of fell into it about 20, 25 years ago. I kind of got wrapped up with some independent filmmakers, and it swallowed my life. I fell in love with it, and it's what I do now.
and have you done theater as well? Any kind of theater?
No, I fell straight into film.
Good for you.
I
Well, I
love
like
I
theater.
love theater.
I love
I'm a
to watch it.
huge fan of theater. I love Shakespeare. I've
Oh,
studied Shakespeare. I love the theater. I love musical theater. I love the stage, but my career is in film.
and what else is coming up for you? Anything else you're working on?
There's a crazy, off the rails kind of horror fantasy comedy. It's super over the top movie called Devour that is going to be dropping early next year. I don't think they've released an official date yet, but it's coming pretty soon.
Wow.
It's a lot of fun, and we're currently in pre-production on The Seer and the Sword, which is a dark medieval fantasy that I'll
Oh,
be the lead in on that, and that one's going to be pretty special as well.
cool. As an actor, do you enjoy the makeup and the costuming, or would you just rather be in jeans and a hat?
Oh, I love the fantasy stuff. I love
Do you?
period
Oh,
pieces.
Nice.
There's you go to these amazing locations, and the wardrobe I think is
Oh,
is a huge part of the character creation process. You can tell so much story in a character's wardrobe. So
yeah.
when a costume is really interesting and layered, and you can look at a character and you can get a sense of where they've been and what they come from. I love that. So I love period pieces. I love medieval period is that's kind of my jam. That's my wheelhouse. So this one
Nice.
is yeah, this one I'm very, very excited about.
And how about like the score for that kind of stuff? Do you like when they put the different music to like how you're acting? Is that kind of cool when you see it?
Yeah, well, I come from music, so I think music is a huge part of filmmaking. It's such a powerful tool. It really is a character in itself, and it kind of, it can tell the audience how to feel. The music
Yeah.
alone can break your heart. It can completely change the mood and tone and intention of a scene. So yeah, it's a critical element in
Yeah.
movie making. Absolutely.
Whenever I talk to directors, I always ask about the score because that's the most important thing to me. That's what, gets you through.
Yeah, I mean, I
The
love,
acting is
and
great.
that's my playlists on, uh, when I'm in the gym and when I'm driving around. I mean, probably over half of it are movie scores.
Yes,
So
right.
yeah, I love the big cinematic. Hans Zimmer, just
Oh,
brilliant.
that's amazing. So as far
Yeah.
as musicians, you play different instruments, and how old were you when you played these instruments?
I used to do the band thing back in the day. I play
Oh,
guitar and I sing.
wow.
Well, I used to play guitar and sing. Now I'm kind of, I might strum around the house just every now and then. Just it's kind of more like a hobby now. It's not
Yeah.
anything I do professionally by any stretch.
Well, how about for Christmas coming up? Do you sing with the family, Christmas
not
songs?
not not unless I can help it now.
So what does your family do for the holidays coming up?
I want to spend time with my kids and my wife and just
Aw,
yeah, I just I like a simple Christmas. I like being home. I like the quiet and
yeah.
just good food and quality time with family is really all I want for Christmas.
Do you kind of do the Santa thing for the kids?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
what are they
My
asking for?
daughter's a little older. She's 16, so the Santa
Okay,
thing doesn't quite,
fit in.
and then but my son, his everything is still magical to him. So I'm
Aw.
going to enjoy that for as long as I can.
Well, that's great. Well, we'll put the link up for your social media. This interview will go up on our YouTube channel, the Hollywood Times Official. We appreciate you spending the time here, John, with the Hollywood Times. The movie's brilliant, and you were brilliant, and we can't
Thank you
wait
so
to
much.
get it all out there because it will make lots of money to support all these families. And God bless you and your family, and have a wonderful Christmas holiday and New Year's. Happy New Year.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Happy holidays to you. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome.